I'm speaking on behalf of Muslim Association Britain Manchester branch. And what we see now is, first of all, the situation about Palestine. We need to educate ourselves all. Very important this, to get the facts right. Because what we see now, it's ignorance in action. I always say ignorance breeds prejudice. Prejudice breeds hate. Hate breeds violence, and violence get wars. The boy there is actually holding a banner saying, "Stop bombing Gaza.com. Stop bombing Gaza.com. That's what we want. Israel is, I was listening and reading. You know what happened? The media is changing now. Since last week, we try bringing evidence now. United Nations Human Rights are saying there is evidence of war crimes. How can you? Last Sunday, people died in the streets while they were actually fleeing from their homes. They tell them, come to the street, and then they shell them. This Israel has no actually right to teach anybody any lesson. They are ignorant people, psychos. They should be in hospital, mental hospital. Should be looked after them. The leaders of Israel were all made. Netanyahu was made in the United States. Most of them were made in Europe, those leaders. And when we talk about extremism, this is extremism in action. A whole state is extremist. Has F-16, tanks, missiles, drones, everything. And when you just dodge about Birmingham schools, and you talk about extremism, this is a state terrorism. This is state terrorism. Second, what happened on the MH17 Malaysian, 298 people lost their lives, and we are very sad, and we send our condolences to the families of those 298 people, passengers who lost their lives, and the same for 620 people who actually lost their lives in Gaza. 78% of them are civilians, 3,500 injured, more than 600 houses demolished, more than 2,000 or so partially demolished. Targeting water supply, generator today wasn't working, the electric generator. Targeting hospital, Al-Wafa, Al-Aqsa Hospital, schools, stadiums, even 3 kids, for goodness sake, they are playing on the beach, they target them in a missile. What kind of is blindness? It's blindness and arrogance of the West, because the West made this mess in Palestine. United Nations in 1948 created this proxy state. It is an illegal state, a lawful state. It doesn't recognize any law. The law they recognize is force. We have to have force against them. The United States, Europe, and Britain, they are talking about the Russian stopping arms supply to the Russian. What about the arms supply to United States, to Israel? You say this is the paradox. They say we give almost 260 contracts to Russian. We have to stop them giving them weapons. What about this state? He has never brought any life. They bring just death, destruction. 200,000 people were displaced from Gaza. They have nowhere to go. It's 25 miles by 6 miles. 2 million people, 75% under 25. Where do they hide? They have bunkers like them. They don't have bunkers. So we are speaking here in Manchester, and we are saying enough is enough. We demand our government, and this David Cameron, who is actually giving lessons about British values and everything, I tell him, go and read the British values yourself. You need to read them. Democracy, tolerance, respect, all this equality, justice. Those are British values. You don't know the British values. As Prime Minister, you don't it. I ask him to come out and tell me about the British values. And I tell them all, as you are supplying weapons to Israel, you are actually yourself part of the crime which are actually committed against civilians in Gaza. The Zionist state doesn't represent the Jews. It is not a religious conflict. It has nothing with religion. Palestine is the holy land for the three main religions: Christianity, Judaism, and Islam. It is an international city, open to everybody. And this bunch, even I call them guest state, it's a bunch of mafia, political, financial mafia, who have cooperation here. Why don't they target those people who are actually MPs and business people who are actually supplying more money to buy weapons to kill the Palestinian? Why don't they blacklist them? Don't blacklist them. That's what we want. And I ask you all, please educate yourself about this issue, because education is the key. And these people, and injustice has been committed in 1948, and it is not, all right? If we cannot actually take it away, we cannot justify it, we'll not take it away. We're not taking this problem. Free, free Palestine!
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 1, 2, 3, 4!
1, 2, 3, 4!
1, 2, 3, 4!
1, 2, 3, 4!
5, 6, 7, 8!
5, 6, 7, 8!
1, 2, 3, 4!
1, 2, 3, 4!
5, 6, 7, 8!
Israel is a terrorist state!
Stop the killing, stop the hate!
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 Israel is a terrorist state!
Israel is a terrorist state!
Israel is a bloody state!
Israel is a bloody state!
End the occupation now!
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 Gaza, Gaza, don't you cry!
Gaza, Gaza, don't you cry!
We will never let you die!
We will never let you die!
Gaza, Gaza, don't you cry!
Gaza, Gaza, don't you cry!
We will never let you die!
We will never let you die!
David Cameron, shame on you!
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 David Cameron, don't you care?
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 Children's blood everywhere!
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 Down, down, Israel!
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 BBC, shame on you!
BBC, shame on you!
BBC, shame on you!
BBC, shame on you!
Barclay, shame on you!
Barclays, shame on you!
Tesco, shame on you!